The second thing that I would like to show you is how can you use people search engines to search for someone's username. Now I would like to talk more about people search engines in the next section, but for now we are going to use a people search engine website that will allow us to find someone's social media profiles and any potential email addresses. And we can always search by username, email, name, or phone number. But in our case, since we are focusing on username OSINT, we are going to search by username. So the website that we are going to use is called idcrawl.com. You will find its link in the resources of this lecture. So all you have to do is just to enter the person's username. And we have already gathered Rishi Kabra usernames in here. So I would like to copy the first username and then put it in here and then say search. So this will search for this username on multiple social media platforms. So I'm going to scroll down. We can see a YouTube account with Rishi Kabra profile picture, which is an account that we did not find before. So I'm going to copy it. Here is his channel. I'm going to copy the URL and then put it in here. In a future lecture, I would like to show you how we can get the email address of this YouTube channel. But for now, let's come back to idcrawl and find any other account that we didn't find before. So we already have his Snapchat account and we do not have his Flickr, Pinterest, or Medium accounts. So let me come back in here and check. As you can see, we don't have these accounts. So I always like to copy the URL of each page and then save it to my notes. And now I would like to copy this URL of his Pinterest account, and we can also see what he likes and when he used his account to save some pictures. So we can see that the last time he pinned a picture on Pinterest was 1 year ago. So I'm going to copy the URL and put it in my notes. And I'm going to copy this blog as well. It doesn't have any other information, so we can go to about, but we can see that we don't have information at all. But I always like to copy the URL of all the accounts that he has, just so that I can get a broader idea on how he's using his accounts and the internet. At the end, we can see a GitHub account, which is an account that we have already gathered. So it's already in our notes, as you can see here. And now let me come back to idcrawl and search for another username. Let me say Rishi Raj Kabra, which is the username that he used on his Facebook account. I'm going to see whether there are any additional accounts. We can see his Instagram account. We already have this account. And we can see that we have a Threads account. I can copy it because we do not have it in our notes and put it in here. Now let me come back. We can see some email addresses. Now, please keep in mind that these email addresses are only guesses and they are not valid or might not be valid email addresses. So you want to keep this in mind. And this is a sponsored service. So you have to pay money in order for you to find information about this email. So let me scroll down. And here we can see that he used this username on a website called Goodreads. So I'm going to open it. We can see his profile picture as well. And we can see some of the books that he reads. So we can see here that the current book that he's reading is this one. We can also see the books that he wants to read and the books that he put in his favorites. So I'm going to copy this URL and put it in here. And now the next step should be to copy the second username and put it in idcrawl and find any other accounts that he has. So to save some time, I'm not going to search for the other usernames because I have already done so. And these are the accounts that I were able to find after searching for all of these usernames on idcrawl. So in your case, you always have to collect all the usernames and use a website like idcrawl to find any other account that you did not find before. In this lecture, you have learned how can you use idcrawl, people search engine, to find a person's other social media accounts that you were not able to find before. I always recommend that you search for the person's username after you gather some initial information, because this will show you some additional usernames that the person uses across their social media profiles. And then you can search for each username using this website to find where this username has been used. Now in the next lecture, I would like to show you how can you find even more information and more accounts that a person has.